There were lots of questions and some possible solutions regarding the future of ambulance services in Bridgeport. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, there were plenty of questions and suggestions as more than 50 people sat in on an informational forum Monday night on how to continue and pay for local 911 ambulance service in and around Bridgeport. In August, city officials will consider committing $150,000 to pay Morrill County Community Hospital to continue the current service until July 1st of next year, which would match a monetary commitment made by Morrill County. What happens with that service beyond that date is the subject of much behind-the-scenes work, where City Administrator Michelle Coolidge says at least 3 models are being looked at.
We have to be able to think outside the box, and I know that's a cliche way to do it, but there are models out there that are different than what we're used to doing, and we have to be willing to take a look at it and have the hard conversation about if we're paying for something, who is it we're paying and how is it? And take a look at what that structure might be, because you might find something that's cheaper in the long run than having the city cough up 150, or next year it's 200,000, and the year after it's 300,000 just the city. We don't know, but there may be options out there we have to look at.
One such model is making EMS part of volunteer fire, similar to Bayard, where their EMS income as part of the fire budget is outpacing expenses, but they also provide advanced life support, which is reimbursed at a higher rate than basic 911 ambulance service. Morrill County Community Hospital Board member Kevin Hall said the hospital is willing to be a part of whatever solution is selected, but could not continue providing the basic service alone at a deficit that threatened other hospital services.
We're more than willing to stay in it, but like I said, we can't continue to take a hit, because then we're going to end up taking something away out of the hospital just to cover the debt. So there's always options there. I think if you just sit down, I think we can come up with a solution that works good for everybody.
Well, U.S. Senator Deb Fischer, a senior member of the Senate Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, last week pressed key transportation leaders on whether electric vehicles should contribute to the Highway Trust Fund. Fischer told those officials that the current process of how revenue is generated for the trust fund, which supports the construction and maintenance of U.S. roads and bridges, is not equitable.
Currently, electric vehicles don't pay a dime. They are heavier, they cause more damage to roadways without paying for the repair, for the maintenance. They impact new construction as well. I have legislation that requires electric vehicles to contribute to the Federal Highway Trust Fund.
A primary sticking point is how such a fee would be imposed, whether by a consumption tax collected through public and private charging stations, or through an annual fee collected on the federal or state level. Fischer's proposal is called the Fair Share Act, and there's a similar proposal pending in the House of Representatives. And a lucky lotto ticket sold in Sydney for Sunday night's 2x2 drawing has resulted in the top prize for its purchaser. The Nebraska Lottery said that a ticket sold at the Gittin Split on Illinois Street had the 2 red numbers of 17 and 26, and the 2 white numbers of 5 and 11 matched those that were drawn. By matching all 4 numbers, the winning ticket holder has won the top prize of $22,000. The odds of matching all 4 numbers? Just a hefty 1 in 105,625. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Welcome back. An eagle-eyed neighbor helped catch a burglar stealing items from a home. On Saturday night, Scottsdale police were dispatched to a home on Hazeldean Drive in Terrytown, where the reporting party advised that people were going into the house across the street and stealing things. Officers were able to make contact with 27-year-old Kyler Hoffman a few houses down, and he matched the description of the suspect that the neighbor had given. Hoffman was arrested and charged with burglary. He was arraigned on the Class 2A felony Monday, with bond set at $35,000 and an August 8th preliminary hearing date set. Well, a 29-year-old Kimball man has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree sexual assault. A pair of Class 2 felonies were filed Friday in Kimball County Court against Ryan Rowley, with victims allegedly assaulted in May and July of this year. The arrest affidavit in this case has been sealed, but online court records showed that Judge Randon Rowland ordered representation from the Nebraska Commission on Public Advocacy after Rowley indicated he has a brain injury. Rowley was able to post 10% of his $250,000 bond on Monday, and his next scheduled court appearance is for August 13th.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we did have a humid and cooler day again today. We've got cloudy skies out there, and those are going to continue through the evening hours. Our rain chances not zero, but not overly high, as we're going to see just isolated thunderstorm to scattered thunderstorm activity the next several days. Rain-producing storms going to be out there, and maybe not a whole lot in the way of severe weather, which is good news. 79 yesterday is all for a high, well below normal, after a morning low of 66. 300s through midnight. We added about another half an inch after then. So we'll be within a couple of tenths of where we should be in July. Temperatures right now, 70s, and that's about it. A couple of areas snuck into the low 80s, but it is generally speaking in the 70s. Winds not too bad, gusting at times over 15 to 20, stronger in some of those thunderstorms. Severe weather threat for tonight is very marginal. Isolated at best, severe thunderstorm coverage, and that is going to be mainly along the western portion of the Panhandle into southeastern Wyoming. Same situation tomorrow, and then that cleans out a bit for Friday. Heavy rain threat is there as well. We've got marginal to slight risk of flooding rainfalls, especially eastern Wyoming. Tomorrow, it's still a marginal risk that sticks around into Friday and into Saturday. We continue to see the possibility of heavy rain. That's just because of an abundance of moisture. What are we looking at for storms, though? It looks like storms will have a tough time making it too far east out of Wyoming tonight. Tomorrow, we reset the stage, some afternoon thunderstorms. They move across the region and out. Friday, we do it again. Late-day thunderstorms move across the area, and they will move out Friday night into early Saturday morning. So it just continues on and on. What are we looking at for precip? Well, again, some areas are going to do quite well. Maybe pick up 1 to 3 inches of rain. Other areas, maybe just a few hundredths, and some areas could get completely skunked. It depends on whether you get under those heavier storms. 50s and low 60s tonight for lows. Tomorrow's highs a little bit warmer, upper 70s to low 80s. And then we are going to start to warm up a little bit more as we go into next week. But most of the rest of the weekend into early next week, upper 80s, then some low 90s kick in. Mid-90s for the middle part of next week, just in time to cool it down again for the following weekend.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care. incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Runt, a 10-year-old female domestic short hair that's been at the Panhandle Humane Society for several weeks now. Now, this old lady still has plenty of love left to give, and with an adoption price of just $35, she's going to be worth every penny for that unconditional love. Her adoption cost includes the cost of her microchipping, vaccinations, and a wellness check, and you can meet Runt or any of the cats and dogs available for adoption daily from 1 to 4 at the Panhandle Humane Society.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
Let's take a look at your midweek community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, the popularity of pickleball is showing in Scottsbluff. Earlier this year, the new courts in Westmore Park opened up, and people have been using the courts around the clock. On Monday at 10:30 at night, all 4 courts were in use, with a handful of extra people waiting on the sidelines for their chance to play. This Saturday, the city of Scottsbluff will be hosting a pickleball grand opening event from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. There will be instructors on hand to observe and guide new players. There will be skill games for kids, and the first 50 people on Saturday will receive 2 free pickleballs as well. The courts are located in the 1900 block of Avenue I, with parking available surrounding the Westmore Pool. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.